All right, what's up, YouTube? This is my hair stories, and I thought I was recording, and I was going on for like ever, and I just realized that I wasn't. But pretty much, I wanted to tell you my hair stories. My hair, I'm biracial, bicultural, whatever you want to call it. Normally, at least for me, I can truly just speak for myself. When I was little, my hair was a lot finer and a lot thinner. As I got older, it got bigger, bigger and bushy, like Diana Ross, bigger and bushy. And now it's thin again, probably just because I'm old, but it's not as thin as it was when I was little. Between like 8 and 9, my hair all the way down to, back down to my ass, to my butt, big and bushy, Diana Ross type hair. And if it got rained on, it would get curly. But because your parents comb it out after it's dry, it's bushy. Mom didn't really know nothing about black hair. My dad didn't really know nothing about it either, as far as females are concerned. So it got to the point where it was just so long and bushy that they were just like, we can't manage this. So they both got on either side of me and cut my hair up to my shoulders. Then between like 12 and 17 or so, it remained about that length, like below my shoulder blades, or anywhere from here to like below my shoulder blades. And then when I went to college, about 18, 19, I left for college 17. All of a sudden, 18, 19, my hair shot out long again. It grew down to my ass again. And people, it was just so fast. It was almost overnight, it seemed. It just fell out of my head and grew down to my butt. Don't know why. And people, I would flat iron, and people like, oh, I thought you were Asian from the back or something like that. And curly, it was down to my butt. And then one of my female counterparts, she says to me, oh, you need to hurry up and get a perm before they find out. And I'm like, find out what? And what she was talking about, my hair was curly, and it's like right up here. For some reason, my hair has always been like finer up here, but for some reason it seemed more textured here than it seemed back here, in the back. And I was just like, I was appalled at that, because I was like, why in the world would I, why would I want to hurry up and do anything before somebody else finds out? I'm proud of who I am. Who I am is who I am. What your perception of me um, is irrelevant. Maria Willoughby is Maria Chung Willoughby is Maria Chung Willoughby, and that is how her hair is. I don't need to hide the fact that it's different textures sometimes or whatever like that, because that's how it is naturally. That's how God put it on my head. That's how I was created. I was created like that for a reason. Okay? And so it just kind of offended me a little bit, or put me in the mindset that people actually believe that my hair defines me because I'm biracial, that I must actually feed into all of this. And I don't feed into that crap. The next day I went to the barber shop and I got it all cut off. When I went to the barber shop, I stopped by and the guy was like, oh, we don't do females hair here. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You know how to shave it all off, right? And he just looked at me and he was just like, I can't, I'm not going to do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. And he was like, it's going to take a lot away from your attractiveness. And I'm like, how dare you? I didn't say this, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, I can't believe people are so shallow to believe that, I mean, as a real woman, how can you let something like that define you? That doesn't define me at all. I'm a smart woman. I'm in school. I'm it's about education. It's about making a difference and a change in this world. And y'all need to stop focusing on stupid stuff. I didn't say that, but what I said to him was like, look, I'm asking you, to cut my hair. Either you can do it or I'll pay someone else to do it. And he was just like, oh, okay. So he went ahead and he cut it. And it was hard, and I think it was hard for the other guys in the barbershop to watch too, because they were just cringing like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're actually doing it. And I walked out of there and I felt good, you know. And people need to stop their perceptions. But when I went to school the next day and I dressed, I had like these nice little military boots. It was just cool. It was a whole new cool look for me. And my associates, friend girls, whatever, hey, such and such and such. And then when they got close to me, they were just like, are you sick? And I didn't think nothing of it. They didn't make a big deal out of it. But they were like, are you sick? And I was just like, no, why you say that? Because of your hair. And I was just like, no, and they were like, we didn't know from far away. I thought you just had it brushed in a real good ponytail. And one of my male friends, he was just like, and I was like, well, I have a right to cut my hair. And he was like, But that was just drastic. You went from hair down to your ass to just no hair at all, And he was like, you got to give people, you might be comfortable with it, but you got to give other people a chance to kind of to get used to it, like gradually just go shorter and shorter. And I was like, it wasn't about that, it was about something else. And it's about making my statement that my hair does not define me. Does not define me at all. That's why you got women running around here buying fake hair and stapling it to their head, because they don't feel appreciated, by society or black men, with what they have, and they haven't learned to appreciate what they have naturally themselves. They're running around buying all these weaves and stuff, paying hundreds of dollars on welfare, paying hundreds of dollars for weave. It's ridiculous. Y'all need to stop it. For real, y'all really need to stop it. And so about 26, 27, something like that, after 25, my hair grew down to my ass again. And it was very nice. I kept it flat iron. Once in a blue moon, like once every 3 months or so, I'd go somewhere to get it flat iron. And I went to this, and because I called it treating myself, and I went to this one shop that I normally go to. The ladies that I normally went to wasn't there. There was one woman that was there by herself. She kept asking me if she could put a conditioner in my hair, and I was just like, no, because I didn't need it. My hair was perfect texture, all the same length all the way around, no split ends, nothing. And so she kept asking me, and I was thinking, well, maybe she just really likes her job and she wants to show me something new. So I said, okay, because I was like, I need to get out of here. I didn't want to argue with her all day about her putting a conditioner in my hair. So I noticed that when she put it on, that it was very thick, and I thought that was odd. And then she only put it up here, which I thought was odd too. And so, so then, after a while, I was just like, it's burning. And she was like, oh, no, it's just tingling. That's just the conditioner working. And then after a while, it was really burning. I ran over to the sink. I rinsed my hair out. All the hair just came out. And this is what I've been left with for the last 10 years. So I'm going to tell y'all need to stop judging people on outer appearance. That stuff, it's not important. It's some real shit going on in this world. And y'all so busy thinking about outer appearance, And like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all this because a couple comments, this dude also made this comment too about what you're portraying. It's what you choose to see. You know what I'm saying? It's all about perception. Like for me, obviously, I'm showing a lot of skin, and it's from head up or whatever, but I'm in my natural state. People need to appreciate that. Natural hair, natural state, natural everything. And they need to stop letting society pervert what you think about what is closer to God and what is natural, So if I walk around and my natural hair is afro, curly, bushy, or whatever, oh, that person must be unkempt, or that person, or they didn't comb their hair. I did curl my hair. My hair just curls back up when it's curly. And because I'm mixed, it's different textures, and sometimes it'll be afro curly, So y'all need to stop it. Stop letting society tell you what is right or wrong. It's okay for me to have my skin showing. That's how I was made. It's not in any way sexual. It's not in any way obscene. If you perceive it that way, that's because you've allowed people to train your mind to believe that. Y'all need to stop it. Think for yourself. For real. Seriously, think for yourself. And it's okay for you to see with your eyes and see that it's attractive, or I'm attractive, or you feel that I'm attractive in this little snapshot of my life for the moment. But please believe that's just the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of perception. It's just the moment. The content is so much more important. There's a lot of things going on in this world today. You need to find solace not in what you see with your eyes. And it's okay to see with your eyes. But you need to find solace in what you feel with your heart, with your mind. The world needs it. So that's what I'm putting out there. I'm not going to be ashamed to be me. I'm not going to portray myself as other than what I am. And especially on YouTube, because this is the one place where, I'm kind of glad I don't have a lot of viewers, you know what I'm saying, because I can be more open. It's like training wheels for one day if I start to happen to have viewers, But in the real world, it's like YouTube, I can turn it off and go away. But in the real world, it's like when people have their perceptions and their beliefs and they want to put them on you, they'll try to hold you there. It's no way for you sometimes to just walk away, because they'll continue, So, like I said, please, people, think for yourselves. And this woman intentionally burned my hair out. Intentionally. Okay? Because of jealousy. Because of what society perceives as being beautiful. And I've had people say to me, oh, she thinks she's all that. I don't think I'm all that at all. I'm one of the most humble people that you know, but I do know my worth. I do love and appreciate myself. And what's sad to me is I see a lot of I see South Korean and black women, to me, is being exploited. You know what I'm saying? They got them all in these videos and talking about, and I hate the word Blasian. To me, that just sounds so retarded. You're Afro-Amerasian. But they got these women in these videos, and some of them trying to act super ghetto. And I'm not gonna say I haven't been touched by a little bit of ghettoism myself, but it's not due to my parents and my upbringing or the way that I was as a child, but because of the legal system. I was thrown into a situation with all these ghetto people, white people trying to be black, and just And so after you hear all this stuff so much, it starts to come out of you. So please, if you judge me on the content of my character. I appreciate anything that you got to say about me visually, but that's just happenstance. Okay? You can look at me and say, like this dude say, oh, you're beautiful, your long hair popping and all of that. But in reality, he could have looked at me and said, you know what? You're beautiful because of what you have on the inside, and it shows on the outside. You know? That's just the way God created you. That's the way God created me. That's the way God created all of us. All of us are beautiful in our own right. And what I wanted to say about, that woman that burned my hair out intentionally, when I was younger, I never really dated men, came or whatever like that to me. And there was this one guy, I remember his full name, but out of respect for him, I won't say it. But he was light skinned. He looked like Christopher Williams, kind of. And he asked me out on a date. He was light skinned. His mom's very dark skinned. He took me home to introduce me to his mom before we went. And I never knew what the significance of any of that was, but before we went out to dinner. And as we were having dinner, what he says to me, he was just like, oh, I don't date black women. And I'm sitting there and I'm kind of confused because I'm like, well, why the hell did you ask me out? You know what I'm saying? And then I was just like, and I had to say something. I was like, what do you mean you don't date black women? I was like, you're sitting here with me right now. And he's like, oh, but you're not really black. So with men like that have a complex about, you have light-skinned man, the only reason that he took me out, and I'm dark, and I'm obviously somewhere black somewhere, but only reason he took me out was because I was mixed. Had I been non-mixed, he would not have. And that's why black women have these complexes. You understand me? And for me, living in South Florida, where you have a lot of white women that now I'm getting to race relations, but a lot of white women that are just really trying to be black to the point where, to me, I mean, it's annoying where they're really just using all the ghetto slang and just being ghettoer than any ghetto person that you could ever run into. It just gets on my nerves. And all of that they doing, it's not because that's how they were necessarily raised, but it's to get a black man, because black men like women that are non-black. I hate to say it, but it's true. And that's why I hate the fact a lot of times, and I think Asian women have it the worst of all, because these men are all races of men are just lusting after them just because it's something unique. Y'all need to stop it. I mean, it's disgusting. Appreciate a woman for her content. Don't judge a woman because she's in her natural state. Appreciate that as beautiful. You understand me? And beautiful being, natural in my discussion, in my discourse, and what I'm saying, and what I'm doing. And black men, you need to stop, focusing on people's hair and stuff like that for beauty, because you got some black women that really, really love y'all. And I'm gonna say, I'm half black, but and I'm starting to get away from it too. But black women need you. You know what I'm saying? They need you to love them as they are. I mean, look around. You got these women walking around with stuff glued to their head, standing around like this. And at first, when I first saw that, I was just like, what's wrong? Are these people done lost their mind? Because the advent of weeds, their hair's itching. You can't even scratch your fucking head. Black women, I mean, black men, you gotta love your black women, please. Somebody has to love them. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. Malcolm X had this video, and he was saying how black men should be the backbone and this, that, and the other. And I wish I could find it again. I would post it. It's so sad to me. You don't love your black women. You degrade them. You see them walking down the street, hey shorty, where your man at? And then all the men from the other cultures, you know, like Latin men or whatever, they're starting to talk to us like that, black women like that too, because if black men talk to them like that, then it must be okay. But you don't see them disrespecting the Latin women like that. So come on, you know, step up the standard. Be a man. Be an adult. Fuck what the system says an adult should be, or what a system approves is okay, is what a man should be catcalling. Fuck that. You know, you be a man. You define for yourself what a man is, and you be that. Be that for real. We need you. All right. So this is out of love, and just needed to share that. Peace.